And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score 2-7 Memphis 0.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner decides to field it. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. The back's got it. And still going. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. The pass is intercepted. Oh, he's bringing it back. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The pass rush closing in. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Short throw complete to the tight end. To get it down quickly, not much of a gain of that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking for a receiver. He finds the running back in the flat. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Fourth down, the offense will go for it. Looking to throw again. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. And the punt team now on to kick it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
The offense will take over the 1st and 10.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. To throw, it's Simpson. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
And the Blue Devils will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a job by this quarterback here on 4th down. Had to survey the defense, eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps this drive going.
The Blue Devils look to keep this drive moving. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And the Blue Devils line up with a 1st and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Lining up to try the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. That has been in large part to the Lions on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. The pocket breaking down. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Memphis.
What a great throw by this quarterback, but let's give credit to the offensive line because anytime you run a deep over route, it takes a lot of time for the execution. The receiver worked from the left side, came all the way over to the right. Quarterback needed time to be able to evaluate that coverage before he made that throw for the touchdown.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here, but they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Now when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Third down after that running play. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Bringing pressure. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
On first down, it's play action. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Now they call a run. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Here comes the up-tempo offense. The quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Defense is coming after him. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll try a pass here. Touchdown, Tigers! They cap the drive with 6 points. Well, the play was sort of predictable, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Duke's offense heads back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Makes the grab. It's Perry. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Blue Devils will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. He grabs the short throw, but couldn't get a foot down. Out of bounds, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He's got it with room to run. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. And the Blue Devils will line up on 1st and 10.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking for the wide out. He's got it in the open. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The short completion at the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Handoff from the shotgun. Pointer in the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. Dropping back, it's Simpson. When he runs it into the end zone, that'll push the lead up to 8 points.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? And finally steps out of bounds at the 10. What a tremendous return. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pass caught. Can he get in?
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for 2 here, trying to tie the game. And the quarterback dropping back. He escapes the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Looking downfield, it's Simpson. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They make the stop, and it's a big play with a 31.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Catch made on the right side. Tackle made after a big gain. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion, and they put 6 more on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Offense heads back out of the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that play.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's running out of time here. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection.
You know, Chris, this offense has had a big day today. That first half, they seemed to be moving the ball almost every time they had a possession. They were putting points up on the board. Now to start this third quarter, they don't convert here on third down. They have so much confidence. I wouldn't be shocked to see them still go for this here.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Memphis offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. Trying to create here on the move. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Completion makes it second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. With the catch, it's Smith. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Grab down the middle, it's Cross.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw yet again. Grab made by the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure is coming. Gets rid of it on the move. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They'll pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Terrier. Gaucho. Squirrel.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Freshman trying to take his shot, but put too much on the throw. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Touchdown, Tigers! Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
First down here for this offense. Finds his target. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that completion. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Throwing in a ring can be very dangerous. The timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver can be off. Here the quarterback takes a chance and forces the ball. Give credit to the defensive back for locking in there and coming up with that big interception.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the run here. Lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first.
The ball is picked off. He could go. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep to the right side. What a catch! Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The Blue Devils come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's second down.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Duke. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so the lead is 9. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. They'll run it here. They stopped them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. No huddle now for the offense.
That's a really good run by this offense, and Chris, here they go. Up to
Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab down the middle. It's Hawkins. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the 4th by going to the air. Running out of time in the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins.
Hey, it's a nice game here. They get the first down to stop the clock, but late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22. How aggressive will they be on this first down play?
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Oh, and it's incomplete. What an opportunity for a desperately needed takeaway. Couldn't quite come up with it. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. That ball snagged for a completion. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finding space at the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Now the important PAT try to make this a 9-point game, a 2-score cushion. Extra point puts him up 9 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
34.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Deep shot toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Whoops it with the running back, but he's got work to do. Looks like Memphis will have the first down. The drive stays alive with that first down completion.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He fires it down the middle. Oh, and another incompletion.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Makes it look easy.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Send the back in motion. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Look out, room to run here. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and short. Leaning on the run game here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral it for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. That's reeled in. It's Perry. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Duke. Too much speed for the defense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds in closing this game out.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep for late game heroics. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. He took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Nothing fancy there. Just comes out of the slot and runs a slant route.
Yeah, it's so difficult for the defense to be able to slow this play down because it happens so quickly. Even when you know and might anticipate that this throw might be coming, it's tough to disrupt the timing when it's executed well like this right here.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He fires downfield. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking for a late deep throw. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
A completion makes it second down. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Throws it to the right. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters. And that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
Automatic in the PAT. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Throws to the tight end. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside, and on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving this quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the 4th quarter.
And the defense will take a timeout here. 22 seconds on the clock. And down big late in this game. They're going to try for a touchdown here on 4th down. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense...
Now here he goes. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Defense not pressing this time. Dropping back. It's Simpson. The pass rush closing in. With the catch, it's Brown. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And so one more big play to punctuate this winning performance by the offense. That's it, game over. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.